I'm telling you. Let me tell you, when you don't make the work of God personal, you can never become a personality. Personality is a man. People were praying for. He's even still alive. And that man has diabetes. Even with your prayer, he didn't die. He was in the prison and built God a house. You are the only one that your 1 naira cannot. Have you ever asked our father, how are you managing to run this church like this? Our father lives his life by taking responsibility for God. If they've been as a tenant, I will leave both the house for him and him. Before we turn, the water has finished. It's not bad to drink. But what have you made happen for God in this kingdom? What can we trace to your name in this kingdom? What can we trace to your name? When this church started, when we just moved over to this place and we started doing calls for our first timers and second timers. Several times, Daddy and Pastor Chido has said, let them give us form to making this calls. I said, that is my responsibility, sir. I refused. I refused the church from giving me money. So since that time we came till now, I've been sponsoring that. I'm not saying it so that you clap for me. I'm just giving you an example of what it means. We have been making that call. Recently, some people started joining to pay that bill. Do you know what it is? You are comfortable in the house of God. You come in every Sunday. You know, when we don't tell you these things, you'll be shouting the atmosphere of blessing. Yeah, atmosphere of curses. Every day, others are giving testimony. You are just there. What responsibility have you decided to take for God? The burdens must not be on the church. You are the church. The church is not the building. The church is not the pastor. You are the church. You say, I will build my church. The gate of hell will not prevail. You are the church. When you look around this church, what can you trace to your name? That's the question. Taking kingdom responsibility. It is not by accident that they shifted our daddy's flight. God wanted you to hear this one. If you think it's by accident, you're your own. But I have come, be say, I have come. And you cannot take this microphone from me. You can't take it. You can't be smiling in church and there are needs all over the church and you say you're a church member. You are a responsible church member. Taking kingdom responsibility makes men responsible in life. It makes you responsible. The more you take kingdom responsibilities, the more responsible you become. Who told you that there's nothing you can do for God? Who told you that one? Who is telling you that one? You are a student. I'm a student. Who told you? There are men who has entered covenant by taking responsibility for God. There are men, no matter your level in occultic world, you can't fight them. Not because they pray too much, but because of the level of responsibility they have taken in the kingdom. You can't fight them. You can't fight them. Taking responsibility for God in this kingdom is like making a sacrifice. It's making a sacrifice. How come you are so comfortable in church? And some of you, you are never satisfied. As you see, say they don't put this rock. Say, they would have done blue here. It's because you are on the altar, I would have said something. I didn't want to say it. But what was on my mind was just to say, your father. But I will not say it. I will not say it. I can't say it. I resist that devil in the name of... They should have suspended me. Because I cannot imagine myself. You see, in this kingdom, the dimension of God's blessing you desire in life is tied to taking responsibility. you cannot step into